We are live on Masti AVI right now. हमारा चल रहा है cooking show which is called Cooking Comes Alive, the only show of its kind across Southeast Asia जहाँ पर रेडियो स्टूडियो से लाइव हम किचन के अंदर घुसते हैं और लाइव खाना बनाते हैं।
पहला अगर आपका स्वागत करता हूँ सिंगापुर रेडियो मस्ती 24/7 लाइव की वो महफिल जिसे आप थ्रोबैक थर्सडे कहते हैं।
रेडियो मस्ती 24/7 पर आप हमें दिल की आंखों से देखते हैं, लेकिन मस्ती एवीआई पर हम भी आपको देखते हैं और छेड़ते हैं। Best of audio and visual entertainment. Games, star interviews, contests, full on Masti.
Masti AVI.
Masti AVI.
Masti AVI. Masti AVI. Follow us on Radio Masti 24/7 live Singapore Facebook page and watch all shows on Masti AVI tab on our app Radio Masti 24/7. Masti AVI, meaningful entertainment at your fingertips. Brought to you exclusively by Radio Masti 24/7.
Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to this special edition today on Masti Media Networks का ऑडियो विजुअल प्लेटफॉर्म मस्ती AVI, जहां पर मैं हूं आज आपके साथ आरजे महक और दो बहुत ही खास लोगों से आपकी मुलाकात कराने जा रही हूं आज की शाम, बिकॉज ऑन द 27th of August सिंगापुर में एक बहुत स्पेशल फेस्टिवल हो रहा है। You might have friends who are vegans, and then you go out with them and they want to go to a vegan place, or they don't want to have certain kinds of food. Why are they vegan? Or you could be one. You could be a vegan. And today we are going to talk about food sustainability and how being vegan can really help us, and to create awareness about the same, about the event, to know more about what's going to happen in Singapore. I have two very special guests with me this evening. I have Pooja and Amri with us, जिनसे हम मुलाकात करेंगे. So let me introduce them to you.
The Singapore Vegan Festival is back, bigger and better this 27th August. Shop for plant-based food and vegan products at the market with over 25 vendors. Enjoy chef masterclasses and meet food experts. Take a food tour, relish signature dishes by over 8 restaurants, attend free workshops and more. Tickets at $15. Book now at sgveganfestival.com. The Singapore Vegan Festival, 27th August, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at Raffles City Convention Centre.
So it is absolutely amazing, and I'm thrilled to have Pooja and Ambri with us this evening. Hi Pooja, hi Ambri.
Hi Mahak.
I'm very excited for the festival because, you know, these kind of festivals are rare in Singapore when we all want to move to more sustainable food choices. We want to be more conscious about our health. We want to eat something that is important and is sustainable. And this festival comes just in time. So thank you, Pooja, for putting this festival together. You're the organizer for it. What do you have to say? What do you have to tell people about this festival that's going to happen in Singapore on 27th?
First of all, I want to say thank you, Mahek, for having us over. And the first thing I'd say about the Singapore Vegan Festival is to everybody, please come, see what we've got for you. I mean, there's a plethora of food options. It is aimed at spreading awareness about plant-based food and plant-based lifestyle. We want to encourage everyone to move towards more healthy eating, more sustainable eating. And that's where the festival comes in. It spreads awareness, it informs, it educates, and it encourages you to explore alternative options. So I can promise you, if you are there, whether you're vegan or not, you will not get a chance to complain.
Lovely. I'm looking forward already. And so Pooja, is there going to be some surprising stuff there? What can we look forward to?
I think, Mehak, what I'll say is that this year the focus is on sustainable, healthy food options, as well as food innovations for the future. As we all know, I think one thing COVID has taught us is that all of us need to eat healthier, be healthier. And then living in Singapore, we know that Singapore has set the objective to locally produce 30% of its food by 2030. So food tech is also going to be increasingly important in the coming years. So when you visit the festival, there's going to be Go Farm, which is a vertical indoor high-tech farm
Wow.
You can also attend panel discussions and meet Asia's change makers who are redefining the protein industry, be it meat alternatives, cell-based milk, or not caught seafood. Like, especially if you don't know what these things are, right? Like producing milk and dairy from cells. So you'll get a chance to learn about all of this. And of course, we have an impressive lineup of local and international chef masterclasses, food tours, interactive workshops, like the one that Ambri will be conducting. And as always, the biggest highlight is the vegan market and the food village with around 30 vendors and 9 restaurants. And I think, as far as the surprising part comes across, like if you are not vegan and if you've ever thought that vegan food might be restrictive or boring, please come here and you'll be surprised.
How interesting. I'm sure that a lot of people would like to come and explore this, because I think a lot of people know about, being vegan. There are people who are vegans, but then they don't know what all goes into it, what kind of choices are there, what exactly is it. And as very rightly said by Pooja, that, you can actually create it using cells. So I think this is going to be very, very exciting. Amri, how about you? I have heard that you're going to host some special workshops there. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Hi, Maher. Thank you so much for having me here. Yes, so I'm very excited about my session that I'm going to be conducting at the Singapore Vegan Festival this year, and it's going to be called Our Plate and the Planet. This is going to be mainly a family event where children and parents will be invited, and I'll be interacting with them. So, very interactive in nature, not really a lecture, because I know how boring it can be when you're lecturing. Especially children. So I don't want them to yawn. I want it to be very exciting. I want it to be interactive. I want them to talk to me, and I want to talk to them. Uh, the main topic is going to be circling around climate crisis, basically. More importantly, about how climate crisis is directly linked to our consumption patterns, and more specifically about our animal based products consumption pattern. So there's going to be some comparisons which I'm going to be drawing there for them to understand it in language that is kid friendly. Then secondly, the other focus is going to be about what are the little steps that everybody as family units can really take, so that we are able to, in the long run, able to yield environmental benefits, as well as massively reduce our carbon footprints as families, not really as individuals, but take the step as a family. Because a lot of times, really, when you have a family who is supportive, your journey becomes really much easier, and it can actually become very difficult if the family is not on board. So that's the whole purpose of my workshop, and I am very, very excited to see who comes and attends. And I'm actually very excited about the Q&A session. So I'll quickly finish my talk, and I'll open the floor for everybody to ask me questions.
That's quite interesting. And you mentioned children. Very interestingly, I mean, this is a special dedication to children as well. Why do you think it's important for the younger generation to know more about veganism, or, being vegan?
I think it is the younger generations, unfortunately, who are going to be actually facing the heat of climate change, like literally the heat of climate change. I don't know if you've seen this huge banner that is very, very visible on social media about these children who are climate activists. The banners say, "You will die of old age, and I will die of climate change." Which, when I saw, it was really heartbreaking for me. And once the stage of acknowledging a problem is done with, then I think the next stage starts with educating and spreading awareness. So therefore, I feel that it is really important for me to reach out to younger generations. That is number one. And the second thing is, if you notice, you will see that a lot of younger people are already very open to changes. They are less fearful of change. They are more welcoming of change, and especially if they are convinced with, if you convince them with the science behind it, or some kind of logic, if you can give them a logic which convinces them, it is very easy for them to come on board, as opposed to the older generations. Yeah, so that's
They're more
probably the reason
accepting
why.
of
Yes,
logical explanations and
absolutely.
ways of life. And they are more, I think, health conscious as well. They want to eat food that
Yes,
is good for their body, which is very
absolutely.
exciting in the younger generation. So yes, and Pooja, I know that you are a traveler and you're a vegan, and what prompted you to start this particular event and create awareness about it?
Um, I think Mehak, once I went vegan, right? Once I educated myself, I figured out why I needed to go vegan. I wanted to spread that education and information around as well as provide a platform and a community for vegans to and vegan curious people to get together. So yeah, that's why the vegan festival has always been aimed at spreading awareness. Like I said, it provides a platform for vegans to connect, to network, to explore fresh options. And yeah, like I said, one of the primary objectives has always been to encourage more people to cut down on meat and dairy and move towards a more sustainable lifestyle. And like Ambri mentioned earlier, it's all about taking small steps. In fact, I still remember at the inaugural event at 2019, there were at least 2 or 3 people who were actually looking for the founder and the organizer. So the team at the registration desk actually called me, and I was like all scared and okay, what went wrong now? What's going to happen? And all 3 of them, when I met them at different timings, these were different people. So all 3 of them said that they were not vegan. They were looking to eat more sustainably. They didn't know where to start. So this event provided them the perfect platform. So that was like the best compliment to receive, because that is exactly what we set out to do. It is about giving people so many interesting, fresh alternatives and amazing options which taste great. You don't feel like you're missing out on anything. So you'll be able to find a plethora of amazing food lifestyle options.
That's great. And Pooja, what are your thoughts on, do you get a lot of Indians coming to this event, or is it a mixed crowd? What kind of crowd usually do you expect at your event? Okay, so can you hear me?
Mehak, I lost you for a second. I just, so I missed the question. Can you repeat that? Sorry, something
Yes,
about the network, I guess.
So I was asking that what kind of crowd comes to the event that you host? Whether it is more of Indian people who come, is it a mix, or what kind of crowd does come to your events?
It's an absolute mix. It's an absolute mix. Like, we see all kinds of people. We see local Chinese, we see Malays, we see Indians, we see a lot of expats and Caucasians. So it's all kinds of people, a lot of families as well. We see kids, we see youngsters. So it's a huge mix.
That's lovely. So good then. Everybody is invited. And is there like any door charges for it, or is it open to all?
It is open to all, but the tickets are priced at $15, and these admission tickets actually include free access to quite a few workshops and talks. The thing is that we do want to encourage people to buy their tickets earlier, because this enables us to take care of food wastage or food shortage, because these are both things that we do not want to tackle at the event. So because of that, because we want to encourage people to pre-purchase their tickets, we do price at door tickets for walk-ins like slightly higher at $18.
Okay, and where can we buy these tickets?
So you can go to the festival website, which is sgveganfestival.com, and you can buy the tickets there.
That's lovely. And Amri, I want to know from you that when you talk about veganism, when you talk about being vegan or healthier choices for food, then what kind of food are we really talking about, or what will your talk be based on?
Mehak, as I said, my talk will be based on research that has been done on how food sustainability and actually the sustainability of the entire planet are totally related to one another. And food is a very important a part of sustainability, because 1/4 of greenhouse gas emissions come from the food from agriculture itself, out of which 80% comes from animal agriculture. So my talk is going to be more about that, circling around that. But I'll also touch upon what is it that we can eat. I mean, telling them that if you eat a meal which consists of whole grains, whole unprocessed grains, which basically includes your rice, oats, wheat, and millets. And couple that up with some legumes, which is very, very common in Indian cuisine, or actually in Asian cuisine, even with soybeans and tofus and a tempeh. And India, we have chickpea and rajma and all the dals that we have, beautiful dals. Then we have, we live in a tropical country, so we have tropical fruits available, easily available to us. We have different colors of vegetables. So as long as you are including all of these ingredients in your meal, you're actually eating a very, very healthy meal, which is not just healthy for you, it is great for the planet, and it is great for our animal friends, which is what I'm going to be trying to convey to the
And Amri,
families who are at my talk.
I've heard that you're a Bengali yourself. So you turning a vegan must have been an interesting journey itself. How did you switch?
Well, yes, it was an interesting journey. I think every vegan's journey, if you ask them Bengali or no, will be an interesting journey. They'll have a story to tell you. And I think all of us, whether we are Bengali or no, we wear different hats. We are parents, we are of course Indian, we are Bengali, we are employers, we are employees, so we are responsible global citizens. So I think for me, it started off from the fact that when I learned that I do not nutritionally need meat, dairy, eggs, and fish for me, for optimal health and for me to thrive, that was the point when I decided that if I don't need it, I will not use it. And that's where it started, but it didn't happen overnight for me. It was a long journey for me also, but ultimately I did it. I had a lot of support from my husband as well. I don't know whether he supported me because he had no other option. But to come along with me, either ways it worked well for me. And yeah, and then I had my children. When I had my children, I had to, we of course, it was an ethical stance for me, completely for
Hmm.
me, and probably for my husband. But I think for my husband it was like 50-50, 50 ethical, 50 planet. But when it came to my children, we realized that a well balanced vegan diet is not just kindest to the animals and gentlest to the planet, but also can be the healthiest for humans. So I wanted to protect my children, like every parent does, from all chronic diseases. So I made sure that they also gently came on board, and I'm
Lovely.
raising two vegan children as well. Yeah.
Well done, I would say. And Pooja, coming to you, I want to know. Of course, you've spoken about your festival, the vegan festival that's happening in Singapore on 27th of August from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. I want from you three top reasons why one should come to the event.
Explore the options. You will find a plethora of, like I said earlier, food, products, everything. You get to learn from experts. We have got a great lineup of local as well as international chefs who will be doing masterclasses. So we've got some amazing dishes. For example, chefs Daniel and Tamara from Conchita Peruvian Restaurant. They are
Wow.
going to be presenting a vegan ceviche.
Wow.
So, again, going to the point that vegan food is can be very, very creative. You can actually use healthier ingredients and create the same dishes with which are full of flavors. And I think the another very interesting thing is the talks and the masterclasses. So like the workshop Ambri is doing, you should come to be more educated, more informed. You will be able to learn a lot of things more about our health, more about the climate. Ambri, like she said, is going to present facts and figures and show you the science. So yeah,
Yeah, I think pretty good
hi
reasons.
Mehek, can you hear me or did I lose you guys again?
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, I
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you very well. I would like to say thank you so much, Pooja. Thank you so much, Ambri, for joining us this evening on the a very special edition of letting people know that this festival is happening in Singapore on 27. So wish you luck and success. I'm sure it is going to be a roaring success, and I will be there for sure. I want to be more educated about it, about sustainable eating habits, and also the food and nutritional value attached to it. So thank you so much for joining us. And to let
Thank
everybody
you.
know, there is this vegan festival happening in Singapore, which is amazing. It is happening at Raffles City Convention Center on the 27th of August from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. Make sure that you're there. Enjoy some amazing recipes by masterclasses by amazing chefs who are coming in, some workshops, and also great food to explore, which is absolutely vegan. Thank you so much, Pooja and Ambre.
Thank you, Mehak.
The Singapore Vegan Festival is back, bigger and better this 27th August. Shop for plant-based food and vegan products at the market with over 25 vendors. Enjoy chef masterclasses and meet food experts. Take a food tour, relish signature dishes by over 8 restaurants, attend free workshops and more. Tickets at $15. Book now at sgveganfestival.com. The Singapore Vegan Festival, 27th August, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at Raffles City Convention Center.